I'm trying to justify buying a $400 tool that I'm only going to use maybe once, and all it is a piece of, like I say, it's just two pieces of aluminum that bolt together. I was thinking about possibly making the tool, but I'm kind of on the fence now about declining on this job, honestly. The oil leak is coming from, more than likely, this cam seal. This requires very special tools that hardly ever use. And like I say, most vehicles, this is not a problem. I have gotten around similar situations before without the special tool, but I'm a little sketched out on this one. My gut says to pass, but my pride says to do it anyway, that I can do it without the special tool. So.
Well, there's decision that you make sometime, and then when it all comes in place, you will have to readjust. Like the lobster ravioli. I'm so sick of that thing, I would love to take it off the menu. I don't take the most pride in that dish because we don't make it from scratch like our other dishes. So I took it off the menu one time. 3 weeks later, I had to put it back on. I thought I was going to have a revolution in the dining room. And I'm like, well, do I own the restaurant or do the customers own the restaurant? You got to be willing to balance and adjust and do what it takes.
I think that time management is probably the biggest issue that I have. I'm tempted to take it apart, but
do you think you can make the tool?
I've really had to let go of a lot of that with my service writer and let her manage my day. You know what, I'm going to spend a half a day making the tool.
Right.
I've recently adopted a new policy where my service writer is doing all my scheduling and I'm not even involved anymore.
There's a bunch of stuff tomorrow, the next day on the schedule.
I know, because it's going to mess up my schedule. And having to say no to customers has been really hard for me. But without that tool, I'm not willing to take the risk. This is something that I'm having to adjust to because what I've done a lot is overextend myself, and I'm having to learn it's counterproductive to overextend myself.
It's just how it goes. All right, thanks. Sorry. Bye.
You know, it used to be I'd be asked something by a band and I'd be tentative about the answer, and I would, I'd go to who was my boss at the time, and I realized a long time ago it turns into way more conversation than it needs to. You know, we've learned over a period of time that like $100 is not a reason to ruin a show. You know what I mean? So you have to be able to make a decision about something like that.
He likes this a little bit higher.
I guess I've learned over the years what's a good decision and what's not. And I guess most of them are rooted in, is this worth making an artist unhappy over? And then he stands up there and has a bad show. No, it's not. Not at all.
Thank you so much.